What's up, y'all? This is going to be a quick video on how I use the artifact airplane mode trick to save myself millions and tens of hundreds of millions of silver over time for every artifact event. Now, this is a very new account. I'm at about 50 days playtime now, and every artifact event I've been able to get up to about this 4,800 point gems, when usually without using the airplane mode trick, I'd probably get stalled out around this rare skill tome or this 100 energy. So you get a ton of extra resources if you use this, and as you progress in the game, usually you can max out the entire artifact event with around 10 million silver. So I'm going to link a video below showing somebody else who's made videos about it, and they explain the mechanics a little more in depth. All this video is going to do is show you how I use it. So I don't fully understand all the groupings and stuff like that. I just basically use it a certain way, and I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So the first stage is obviously picking out artifacts that you want to level and leveling them up to 10. So I don't have RSL helper. It's been down for the past couple days, so this will be a little bit slow. But we'll call this the prep phase. You're prepping your artifacts to get ready to use. And this one works, this trick works for 5 and 6 star artifacts. You can probably figure out a way to make it work for 4 star, but I don't know what the groupings are, so I only use it for 5 and 6 star. So you'll notice in the past I've prepped a couple other artifacts to 10. And these are just, they're artifacts I've rolled up to 8. I like what they rolled. I know I'm going to roll them to 12. So I bring them up to 10 and just leave them there. I need a days set soon for a faction, so I'm going to prep a couple of these shields as well. Okay, so that rolled shit, but we'll bring it up to 10 anyways. Okay. So now what you do is you find an artifact that is expensive to level, or even just any artifact that you want to take to 16. So let's say I want to level this to 16. So it's going to cost 20 grand. 20 grand per upgrade attempt, right? The difference between these two buttons here, this button on the left, when you hit it, it's a true random chance. It's not locked down to any specific set number of rolls. You could hit this 100 times and not upgrade, or you could hit it once and it upgrades. This button, however, based on the grouping of the artifact, so in this case 5 and 6 star artifacts is what I use, there's a set number of rolls or fail attempts before you get your success. So what you do is, right now I'm going to hit my airplane mode to disconnect my Wi-Fi, and then you click upgrade once, and you count how many times it takes until it stalls. In this case it's 1, so I'm going to reconnect my Wi-Fi, and hopefully it should upgrade. No, not fast enough. Okay, so it 1. Once it's upgraded, I'm going to use airplane mode to disconnect my Wi-Fi. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know it'll take 4 upgrade attempts to get this amulet to level 12. This is the rough part about it. You got to wait until it prompts you. That little box will come up that say you've disconnected. So server connection failed. You're going to click continue. You're going to reconnect your Wi-Fi by clicking airplane mode again. And you know this will take 4 attempts. So what we're going to do with the 3 fail attempts, we're going to come over to a 5-star level 10 artifact and click this button. 1, 2, 3, cancel. And then we go back to our accessory and level it in 1 attempt. And then you just repeat that process. 1, 2, 3. So I've disconnected. I see it's going to take 3 attempts to level it. I wait for the box to prompt me again that I've disconnected. Click continue. Reconnect my Wi-Fi. Go back to my cheat piece. 1, 2, cancel. Then I go back to the accessory and it'll upgrade in 1. So that's how it works. Now a couple things to keep in mind. At level 13 plus, when I'm leveling this artifact up to 14, my fail attempts can now upgrade that level 10 artifact without affecting this roll. So hopefully we'll see it here. I'll disconnect again. 1, 2. Okay, so we're getting really lucky on this one. We see it's going to take 2 attempts. So usually if it's under 5 attempts or so, I just quickly reconnect my Wi-Fi and let it go through. But if you're really looking to save your silver, you can just keep doing it this way. So I'll use my fail attempt, cancel. Go back to the expensive piece, upgrade in 1. So we'll disconnect the Wi-Fi again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we know it'll take 15 attempts to get our next upgrade on this artifact. And this is where you'll see that you really start saving silver. Because 15 attempts, that would cost me, what, like almost 500k? So reconnect the Wi-Fi. Now, since this is over 13, in these 15 attempts, I can actually level this helmet now to 11, 12, and even 13 using my fail attempts. So let's see if it happens here. 1, 2, 3. See that? So I've used up 3 of my 14 fail attempts here, and I've got this artifact from 10 to 12. Basically, if you want to consider it for free. Um, if I don't have any more level 10 artifacts, I can start taking my level 12 artifacts up to 13. But once they're at 13, they won't level anymore using your fail attempts. So I like to go and just upgrade all of my level 10 artifacts using these fail attempts. So how many was that? I think that was 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now, I think I lost count there, so I'm just going to double check this. At any point, you can go back to your main piece, disconnect your Wi-Fi, and check it again. Right, so now we're at 2. So I've got to use one more fail attempt, and then this will upgrade in 1. Okay, reconnecting. Go back over here. We'll go 1, 2. Oh. Oh, my Wi-Fi was slow to reconnect there. I hope I didn't screw it up. 1. Yeah, I think I messed it up. So if you hold on, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 attempts. If you click on this box too quickly and you click to reconnect your Wi-Fi, but it hasn't quite reconnected yet, and then you start rolling your next artifact too soon, there's something buggy where um, it just doesn't work properly. So you saw this one leveled to 15 while I was using my dummy rolls over here. So you got to be careful about that. Make sure your Wi-Fi reconnects before you start rolling your other artifact. And just take it a bit slower if you're running into that issue. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to our expensive piece, and it should upgrade in 1. Nope. Okay, 3. So sometimes I don't know why this happens, but there are some times when it just doesn't work that well. Usually it's only when the number of rolls is like 30 or more is when I find that it doesn't keep track properly. So if anybody knows why that happens and how to prevent it, let me know. But for the most part, this trick works. It's just occasionally you're going to find it screws up. So 3, 1, 2, and this should work. 3. There we go. So yeah, there are some difficulties you'll run into with it sometimes not working. It's usually when you have to roll up to 30 plus fail attempts. But the general idea is you save your more expensive pieces to roll up with the artifact, the airplane mode trick, and you save a bunch of level 10 artifacts, and you can get them from 10 to 12 using your dummy rolls. So I'm going to go through and level a bunch of artifacts, and we'll see how many points I end up with at the end. Okay, so I'm done leveling some artifacts. So I'll just bring you back in and show um, just over 2,000 artifact event points. And it cost me about, I think I was at like 9.6 mil before. So it cost me just over 4 million to get 2,000 artifact event points. So if you extrapolate that out, I mean, this is a pretty small sample size, but generally you can max out an artifact event in about 10 to 12 million, depending on your luck and depending how many 6-star artifacts you're leveling. Most of the artifacts I'm leveling are 5-star, so you get less points when you get them to 16. When you're leveling 6 stars to 16, it doesn't even cost that much more than when you're doing 5 stars, because you're using all your fail attempts on the cheaper artifacts anyway. So I'll show you what I leveled up. I was doing, I got these boots from 12 to 16, chest 12 to 16, these gloves 10 to 16, and this weapon 12 to 16. And they rolled pretty good too. While doing that, I was able to level some gloves to 12, these to 12, these to 12, these to 12, this one, two of these. So I'm just slowly working my way through my dummy artifacts and getting them from 10 to 12 with the fail attempts. So yeah, that's how the trick works. Is it worth doing? I would say 100% yeah. It does take quite a bit of extra time to level your artifacts over doing something like BlueStacks or Rivatuna or RSL Helper. But just the fact that, like, say you have a 6-star amulet or something. I don't think I have any 6-star accessories, but say you've got a 6-star accessory you want to take to 16. That could easily cost you, if you get unlucky with your rolls, it could easily cost you like 6 mil plus. Just letting it go and go and go and go, and your silver just disappears. Using this trick, the maximum you're ever going to have to spend is one roll for each level. So it works out to something like what, 400,000? Maybe less, like 300,000. So 100% worth using. It's up to you if you want to do it only on your accessories, only on your 6 stars, like only on the expensive pieces. Maybe you want to auto level everything to 13, and then from 13 to 16 you use the airplane mode, or from 15 to 16 you use airplane mode. Or if you're like at the end of an artifact event and you're running out of silver and you just really need to get that last artifact up to 16, basically it's up to you when you want to use it. I use it all artifact events. And again, it's just the 5 and 6-star artifacts. Me being a new account, I'm still holding on to some 4-star artifacts here and there, because I can't be too picky with my gear quite yet. So you can notice I have quite a few 4-star artifacts stashed here. Even some 3-star speed boots just in case I need them for faction wars. It doesn't work on 3 or 4-star, or if it does, I don't know what the groupings are. So just to keep it simple, I use it on all 5 and 6-star artifacts. Yeah, level 10 to 12 are the dummy rolls. That's where I use up my wasted roll attempts. And 12 to 16 is where those are the main expensive artifacts that I upgrade with one attempt. And everything else goes to these crappy 5-star and 6-star artifacts, level 10 to 12. So hopefully I explained that somewhat clearly. If you have any questions about it, post in the comments. I'm going to link a couple other videos that describe the method and go into a little bit more of the mechanics, I think, in case you're curious about learning how to maybe do it better or how to figure out why it works the way that it does. And yeah, that's it. So hopefully that helps you. Any questions, let me know. And at the end here, if you want to keep watching, I'm just going to do a couple more examples of how it works, just in case anyone didn't quite follow along and just wants to see it in action again. So I'm just going to find some more artifacts to level here. Okay, so we'll do this 6-star speed helm. So airplane mode, disconnect Wi-Fi. 1. Okay, reconnect Wi-Fi. When it's like 1 to 5 maybe attempts, if you reconnect fast enough, sometimes it'll just let it go through. So Wi-Fi is reconnecting. I think I stalled it out. That's another thing with this method is if you're impatient like me, sometimes this will happen. You stall it out or you mess something up and it doesn't work. So I'm just going to exit and rejoin and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So yeah, don't be like me. When you're learning it, when you're using it, just be a little bit patient. Take each part slow. So airplane mode, disconnect Wi-Fi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it's going to take 12 attempts. This is the worst. This is the where you waste the most time, is waiting for this prompt to come up and tell you you're disconnected. So take it slow. Reconnect your Wi-Fi. Wait for your Wi-Fi symbol to show you're connected. Okay. Go and find your 10, level 10, 11, or 12 cheap artifact. Okay, we'll just use this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, cancel. And then 12, upgrade. Airplane mode, disconnect. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one where you could probably reconnect immediately and hopefully it goes through. If you're impatient, you don't want to wait. But if you want to save as much silver as you can, wait for the prompt to come up. Continue, reconnect your Wi-Fi. Shows I'm reconnected. Come back to your dummy piece. 1, 2, 3, cancel. And then 4, upgrade. Disconnect airplane mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 attempts. Take it slow. Reconnect your Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi reconnected. Go back to your dummy piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, cancel. 10, upgrade. Boom. Oh, that's nice. That's a sexy helm. So you'll notice the savings the most on your, obviously on your accessories. When I'm leveling accessories, I don't prep a lot of them. These are not good ones to use for your dummy rolls because they're so much more expensive. But you can, if you don't have any regular artifacts that you want to level from 10 to 12, you can use your accessories too. That's fine. It just uses up more silver. I think a level 10 regular artifact 5-star is 13. I think it's 13,000 per attempt. So completely up to you what you want to do with that. Yeah, is this bannable? The short answer is no. This has been well known in the community for 2 or 3 years now. There's been multiple content creators that have posted videos on this. I'm sure it's come up in the Plarium Discord content creator channel over the years as well. So I've never ever heard of anyone being penalized or punished for using this trick. I'm sure Plarium knows about it, but for whatever reason, maybe it's too difficult or tied in with how artifacts level and it's not worth the effort to fix. So I would definitely recommend using this, especially if you're free to play. And then just to show you, like, I've been using this since I started this account. I'm only at 50 days right now, about to be 50 days in like an hour and a half. And if you just want to look at all the artifacts I've been able to level, like all the level 16 artifacts here, all the level 12 artifacts that I've gotten up for free. It adds up. It's a monumental difference in the amount of artifacts you're able to level this way. And I'm at the point now where I'm starting to move away from 4-star gear. So I won't be like, I end up spending more silver leveling 4-star gear to 16 than I do leveling my 5 and 6 stars because of airplane mode. So yeah, just if you were curious, like, I've got so many artifacts leveled to 16 by now. Got a few here. Not much. I haven't done much clan boss because I'm in a solo clan, but I got a ton of resilience. Look at all these 16s. Ton of perception, 16, 16, 16. Yeah, it just adds up. So there you go. If you're having trouble understanding it, I don't know what more I could show you. I will post those other videos below in the description. And if you have any questions in the comments, let me know. Peace.